I'm about to undertake the most difficult challenge there is on Football Manager, the Pentagon. You might want to wish me luck. I think I'm going to need it. Welcome to the Pentagon Challenge. For those who are unfamiliar with how this works, it's very, very simple. All I have to do in this challenge is win each of the Champions Leagues in the 5 different continents within the game. Sounds simple? No, sounds difficult. Also, what makes it more difficult is I'm managing the teams and I'm not very good at Football Manager. So this is going to be a challenge and a half. So before we go any further, do us a favour, hit like on the video, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment down below. How many seasons am I going to need in order to complete the Pentagon? Or let me know if you think I'm going to fail. And at what point? Okay, so here we are then. We are about to start the Pentagon. Let's get it loaded up. New career. In we go. We're going to hit game mode updates as well. I'm not going to play with, normally I like the real world situation, okay, where the real world transfers drop in and out. We're not doing that because of the Pentagon. I literally want to go in with the original database because, I mean, it's going to be difficult enough. I don't want to make it harder for myself. Okay, so we're about to pick our nations for the database. I should say at this point, I've added a few nations in because particularly in Africa, where there's only one playable nation at the start of the game, I've downloaded a MegaPack, okay? There's a link in the description to download that yourself as well. I've got loads and loads of nations to add to the game. I've not added them all. I've only added a few, but it gives us some more nations to play with. So Africa's a little bit more competitive and Asia as well. The challenge, you have to start unemployed, and I think we're going to start in Asia or Africa. So let's start picking some nations that are going to be playable within our database. So I think Australia, China, India, Indonesia, I love Indonesia, Japan, Malaysia. We're going to have Qatar and Saudi Arabia. We're not going to manage there, but they'll be in for realism purposes. South Korea as well, Thailand and UAE. And then in Africa, I think Egypt, Ghana, Ivory Coast, Morocco's pretty good. Nigeria, Senegal, and South Africa. Okay, so here we go. Then this is our manager profile. No coaching badges, minimal football experience, and attributes of 1 across the board. As you can see, there's a couple of attributes left unallocated. We've got 4 for coaching and 4 for mental to add to our manager. So the other 4 points we've got here for the coaching side, having watched Tom FM and Lelujo do this, they've put their points into either attacking or set pieces. Now, I asked this on stream, what we want to do, attacking, set pieces, maybe tactical. The stream chat said attacking. So there we have it. 5 attributes for attacking, 5 for adaptability, 1 for everything else. I'll be a motivator. I'll just shout at them if I have to. And here we are then, Job Center. Let's get going, shall we? Day 1 of the Pentagon Challenge. Loads of jobs. Look at this. Brisbane Roar in the Australian A-League. There's loads of jobs in Thailand, South Korea, Japan, Indonesia, China, South Africa, Senegal, Nigeria. I mean, there is loads of opportunities for us to get stuck in. So what I think the best thing to do is to hit the little apply all button just underneath my face there. And oh, I think I've maybe made a mistake, because if you look at the inbox there, that says 373 emails. Oh dear, have I made a mistake already? So it turns out I had made a little bit of a mistake, to be honest, because by applying for every single job that was available, I put in 4 jobs for the under-19s internationals and under-23 internationals, and while I got offered jobs managing the Algerian under-20s and the Cameroon under-20s and even the Italian under-19s job, I got offered the Malaysia job. Brilliant. But it's not really going to help me win a Pentagon, is it? I did get offered 2 jobs very, very quickly in the Chinese Super League, and I realised there was a reason why I got offered those 2 jobs. Dalian Professional and Shenzhen FC both offered me the chance to take over as managers in the Chinese Super League because they've both been relegated already. I got offered the chance to go manage Dalian Professional in the Chinese Super League. There's a reason I didn't want to take this. I like a challenge, but this looks grim. Look at that. 2 draws, 1 win all season. That doesn't look great, does it? Granted, it's much better than what Shenzhen had because they have lost everything bar the 1 draw with Dalian. And what makes it even worse is they've only scored 1 goal all season. I mean, no, not for me. Oh yeah, look at that. And they've got a transfer ban until February. Brilliant. Sign me up. In fact, no, don't sign me up. We also got offered a job in Ghana, managing Dreams FC. Some would say dreams can come true. And that is why I'm not taking that job, because I can't do that pun constantly. I went to the interview at Shenzhen, just out of curiosity more than anything, because, you know, they had only scored 2 goals. Question that they asked, they said, are you comfortable managing a team in considerable financial trouble? They are in a lot of financial trouble, and that is not the main problem with Shenzhen. So, you know what, Shenzhen, I think maybe you and I will not be taking this first dance together. But I don't think they saw what I was saying as a negative, because they offered me the job. And look, Shenzhen, I appreciate you, okay, but I just can't. I can't go to a team that's only scored 2 goals. I know I like a challenge, but this is too much of a challenge. Maybe another time, but not today. Surely we could be offered something else in the future, and we have been offered something else. We have been offered the chance to live our dreams over in Ghana, and more interestingly, we've been offered the job by the Black Leopards in South Africa. They said, look, here's the conversation. We want you in charge, and at £400 a week for the remainder of the season, they expect us to finish mid-table and get into the cup. I think that the Black Leopards is the play. So let's go for that. Okay, let's go for Black Leopards. We're going over there. South Africa is our first stop in the Pentagon. So this is it. We are managing the Black Leopards in South Africa. I've never managed in South Africa before, so this is going to be exciting, to be honest. I'm very much looking forward to it. A bit of transfer budget, 10,000 capacity stadium, average training, average youth, and fairly basic youth recruitment. Here we go, look at this, a 4-4-2 as well. Oh my word, honestly, this couldn't have worked out any better for me. I'm very, very happy indeed. Key player, Lucky Beloy, and here's our main man, Lucky Beloy, 33 years young, ball-winning midfielder. Look where he can play. Everywhere, really. He's going to be the man. Just give him the ball and let him do everything. 14 for determination, 14 for bravery, 14 for vision, 14 for fitness. Decision-making's good. First touch, passing, teamwork, work rate. Lucky Beloy. Yes, Lucky Beloy. Everything goes through you. Expectations, very, very straightforward. Finish mid-table and reach the Nedbank Cup proper. And then our contract expires at the end of the season. So we're only here for 1 year, possibly. We need to work within the wage budget and, of course, record a top half finish. So on our first day in charge, we are currently sat 6th in the league. Major expectation has us in 11th, so we're actually already overachieving, so that's a good start. Hopefully it's something we can build upon. In terms of the playing staff, let's have a little bit of nosy here. Brighton Muntali seems to be our best goalkeeper, 6'3", sweeper keeper on defend. He's got potential of 3.5 stars. He's the first choice. He's 26 years old, 14 for handling, 15 for bravery. He's not particularly composed, he can't throw, and that first touch is very, very worrying. At 1, Tendo Mkumela. Now we're talking. Look at this. Inverted wing back. He looks pretty handy. Acceleration of 14, decisions of 15, determination of 16, natural fitness of 16 as well. They're saying inverted wing back. He's a centre back. He can play all over the back 4. And he can play midfield. If Lucky Beloy's our start player, what's this guy? And apparently it just keeps getting better. Sandil Kumalo, also a centre-back. Granted, not particularly good at work rate or teamwork, but reasonable decision-making. Concentration's not brilliant. He's, maybe gets a little bit distracted every now and again. Good jumping reach at 14. 13 for heading, 13 for marking, 13 for positioning. I guess these are going to be reasonable attributes in comparison to the league that we're in and the standard that we're playing. But very, very good centre-half. One thing I have spotted, though, is we don't really appear to have any left-backs. And if we've got no left-backs, that's going to be a problem. And you know what? I was right. Left-backs were a problem. Because as the season started, we had to put Nkosi Mailula, 16-year-old right-back, in at left-back. And look at those attributes. Apart from the fact he will work so hard for the team. Everything else is not very good. It's not great. Crossing of 7, passing of 6, concentration of 7, anticipation of 5. Problem is, we tried, we put him in. We thought, right, we're going to have to play him because we've got no other left backs. So we put him in, and this happened. Unfortunately, he decided to throw himself in there, got himself sent off. So that meant we had to go out and bring in not 1, but 2 left backs. We brought in this fella, Simfiwe Mtsweni. Fairly sure I've pronounced that wrong, but we'll go with it. Brought him in as a left back, figured that'll be good. Look at him, he's got some green attributes here. Determination 17, acceleration 15, first touch 14, pace 15, decision making 14. Surely this guy was going to be brilliant at left back. With excellent decision making, he made his debut, and within 3 minutes, he got himself booked. Makes complete sense, nearly gives away a penalty. He then gets involved in the equalising goal from Barocca. He's not tracking back. He doesn't track his man at all, does he? We also brought in Keegan Ritchie, who, on the face of it, looks very, very good indeed. 34 years old, brings a wealth of experience with him, loves big matches, great attributes for marking, technique, again, very quick. He can cross the ball, he's got good decisions, good concentration, off the ball vision. To be honest, this guy looks like he could play anywhere. It says complete wing back, it says midfielder, it says winger. He's like Lucky Beloy. He should be brilliant. And here's the problem. We were 2-0 up against Milford. We let 1 goal slip, and then he just takes his eye off the ball, Richie there, and Chill slams home the equaliser. I don't care how you dress that up. That's his fault. So since we've taken over, I would say results have been a mixed bag. We won our first match in charge against La Masia, not that La Masia, where Mabena opened the scoring after 44 minutes, right on the stroke at half time. We're then on the hour mark. We doubled our advantage with this strike from Motsuku. What a goal. 2-0 winners there. We then lost to Megeshi. Despite dominating the match, look at that, 20 shots to their 4. Doesn't matter what we were doing, we just couldn't hit the target. Look at that, great ball through. That's a fantastic finish in off the underside of the bar. And then we gave away a penalty. That did us in, sadly, but a good performance though. Look at that, 65% possession, 35% for the opposition. That was very much a case of we've got a lot to work with, but there's a lack of quality possibly in the team. As we played against Tux, we did have a man sent off, so we played this game with 10 men, right? And at the time, Tux were up near the top, so it's not a dreadful result, really. We took the lead, which was quite lucky, so Ramusia gave us the lead after 18 minutes. The visitors then pegged us back very shortly after with a great strike from distance. Then, of course, there's the red card. Mailula, we've already seen that, getting his marching orders straight red. And here we go, and this is where the ball comes, cross back in, nodded away, and it's a counter-attack. Look at that, Tux break very quickly. We're chasing back, we're chasing shadows if anything. Mazzani, down the line, inside, and then bang. Pick that one out, and then the game's pretty much over here. Look at that, great pass, great finish from Daniels, 70 minutes. But we do get a penalty, make it 3-2. So it's not as bad a result as it could have been, given the fact we had 10 men. It's not the worst result. We could do it better. We hope we would get a better result against Barocca. Again, loads of shots, 17 shots, 8 on target. They only had 11 shots, 3 on target, scored from all 3. Seems to be a bit of a tale of how we're going to be as a football club by the looks of it. Milford, we were 2-0 up, should have won this one. 2-0 up, finished 2-2. Honestly, when we were watching this on the stream, I was dancing away. I thought this was fantastic. Ramusia taps in the opener. Down the line again, Mavundla, great cross. Baffy, back to Maloko. 2-0, everyone's having a great time. Milford, just very, very patient. Ball's crossed in, Chill taps home. And then, as we said before, left back not watching. Richie doesn't watch at all. Chill smashes it in. But interestingly enough, we beat top of the league, Moritzburg. We beat them 1-0. Okay? Granted, they had a man sent off, and it was sent off for this. So these are both of their yellow cards that they picked up here, okay? So let's just look at this to see what's happened, because they will probably feel hard done by, if I'm honest. So we're breaking through here. That's the first tackle. I mean, that's all right. It's a yellow, okay? It's definitely yellow. And here's where the red card comes. Moritzburg in complete control now. As you see, ball comes out to the fullback, and then whatever he does there, I've got no idea why he just throws an arm at Baffy. That's the second yellow. And at that point, we had to push forward. We had to go for the kill. And that's exactly what we did. Because in the 91st minute, the ball goes up, Moloko pulls it back, and then bang, top corner, Motsuku, a 1-0 win for the Black Leopards against Moritzburg. A huge result, and one that, quite frankly, takes a little bit of pressure off me. Okay, now I know we started the stream in 6th, and we've ended the stream in 10th, but it's a long-term process. And as always, we have to just trust the process. So there we go, then that's where we are after the first stream. Obviously, we are streaming this live on Twitch and YouTube simultaneously. So if you want to see the whole of the Pentagon challenge and how we get on in its full glory, we are going to be putting edited highlights on every single week. We will stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 p.m. So Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, 9 p.m. Bookmark that. Come and join us. Come and hang out. Leave a comment below about what you think about episode 1. Do you think the Black Leopards are the right starting team for us? Can we do better than mid-table? And why, oh why, are our left backs so rubbish? I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, let us know. Drop some likes and make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you all next week for the next video, which will obviously progress us a little bit further into the Pentagon. And do remember, let us know at what point you think we will complete the Pentagon challenge. Stay safe, everyone. Take care. See you on the next one.